File 2. 2.1.
We booked a holiday. We walked to the hotel.
We sunbathed. We argued all day.
They rented a house. We decided to go to Sweden.
2.2. Asked. Hated. Needed. Smiled. Stayed. Talked. 2.3.
Hello and welcome to today's holiday programme. Today we've asked you to call in with your holiday horror stories. Holidays where things went wrong. Our first caller today is Sean from Belfast. Hi Sean.
Hello.
So where was this holiday?
Well, this didn't happen to me. It happened to my aunt and uncle last summer.
Where did they go?
To Ibiza.
A fantastic place for a holiday.
Yes, fantastic place if you're 17, but they're nearly 70.
Oh.
And they wanted a quiet holiday, a relaxing holiday, you know. They liked walking in the countryside, sitting on quiet beaches, things like that. They don't go abroad very often, but they wanted to do something different.
So why did they choose Ibiza? It's the party island.
Yes, it is now, but they didn't know that. You see, they first went to Ibiza in the late 60s, when it was a beautiful, peaceful island with traditional cafes and restaurants, deserted beaches. And this was exactly what they wanted. So they looked on the internet. My uncle loves his computer. And they booked a hotel for a week in the same part of the island where they'd been before. And they found some cheap flights. It all seemed so perfect.
So what happened?
You can imagine. It was a complete disaster. Their hotel was in San Antonio, a resort that's full of bars and discos.
Oh.
There was music until 5 in the morning, noise of car doors opening, motorbikes and people shouting. They couldn't sleep at all.
Oh.
They were too tired to do anything during the day. They tried to get some sleep, but they couldn't because it was too hot. When they came home, they were in a state of shock.
Oh dear. What are their plans for this year?
I don't know. I think they'll probably stay at home this year. And next year. And probably the year after that.
Thank you, Sean. And now for our second caller.
2.4.
On ne savait pas que notre photo était devenue si connue.
We
avant 30
didn't
ans.
know that our picture was so famous until 30 years later. One day I was working in the cafe when the man from the bookshop next door came in. He was holding a new book which had a photo on the cover. Suddenly I said, "I don't believe it. That's Henri and I when we were very young." I remember that afternoon at the Bastille very well. When the man took that photo, we were arguing. Henri was standing very near me. I was saying, "Henri, don't stand so near me. There is somebody behind us."
On ne savait pas que le photographe est en train de faire.
We didn't know that the photographer was taking a photo of us. We were arguing. I can't remember exactly what we were arguing about. I think I was trying to kiss Marinette and she didn't want to. Or I think maybe we were arguing about our wedding. We got married a few months after the man took the photo.
People who know this photo always think of us as the eternal lovers, like Romeo and Juliet. But life isn't like that. It's very difficult to stay in love when you see your husband every day at home, and you see him every day at work too. And I'm very hard-working, but Henri is still a dreamer. Ah, those were the days.
2.5. Computer. 2.6. About. Exhibition. Photographer. Together. Balcony. October. 2.7.
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
I was at work.
What were you doing?
I was having a meeting with the boss.
2.8. What? When? Where? Which? Why? How? Who? Whose? 2.9. 1.
What happened to that band?
2.
When did they stop playing?
3.
Who wrote their songs?
4.
How many records did they sell?
5.
Why did they break up?
6.
What's the song about?
2.10. Song. Imagine.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Two 2.11.
Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2004. It was Hannah's 21st birthday, and she and her friends went to a club. They wanted to dance, but they didn't like the music, so Hannah went to speak to the DJ.
This music is awful,
She said.
Could you play something else?
The DJ looked at her and said,
Don't worry, I have the perfect song for you.
2 minutes later he said,
The next song is by Coldplay. It's called Yellow, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there.
Hannah knew that the song was for her, because she was wearing a yellow dress. When Hannah and her friends left the club, the DJ was waiting at the door.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
He said to Hannah.
Can I see you again?
So Hannah gave him her phone number. Next day, Jamie phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic French restaurant, and they talked all evening. After that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they met at 5:30 in a coffee bar in the high street. They were madly in love. One evening in October, Hannah was at work. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie at 5:30. It was dark and it was raining. She looked at her watch. It was 5:20. She was going to be late. She ran to her car and got in. At 5:25, she was driving along the high street. She was going very fast because she was in a hurry. Suddenly, a man ran across the road. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him until it was too late. Although she tried to stop, she hit the man. Hannah panicked. She didn't stop, and she drove to the coffee bar as fast as she could. But when she arrived, Jamie wasn't there. She phoned him, but his mobile was turned off. So she waited for 10 minutes and then went home. 2 hours later, a police car arrived at Hannah's house. A policewoman knocked at the door.
Good evening, madam,
She said.
Are you Hannah Davis? I'd like to speak to you. Can I come in?
2.12. Cat. Train. Horse. Car. Computer. 2.13. Madly. Panic. Ran. Romantic. Later. Take. Play. Wait. Saw. Talk. All. Although. Dance. Bar. Dark. Fast. Along. Across. Again. Arrive. 2.14. 1.
A policewoman knocked at the door.
2.
Can I come in?
3.
Well, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
4.
It was a woman in a white car.
5.
Every police officer in the town is looking for her.
6.
Did you know your front light is broken?
2.15.
2 hours later, a police car arrived at Hannah's house. A policewoman knocked at the door.
Good evening, madam,
She said.
Are you Hannah Davis? I'd like to speak to you. Can I come in?
The policewoman came in and sat down on the sofa.
Are you a friend of Jamie Dixon?
She said.
Yes.
Said Hannah.
I understand you were going to meet him this evening.
Yes, at 5:30 at a coffee bar. But he didn't come, so I didn't see him.
Well, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Said the policewoman.
What? What's happened?
Jamie had an accident this evening.
Oh no! What kind of accident?
He was crossing the road and a car hit him.
Is he okay?
Well, he's going to be in hospital for a long time.
Oh no!
But don't worry. He's going to be okay.
Well, when did this happen?
This evening, at 5:25, he was crossing the road in the high street.
And the driver of the car?
She didn't stop.
She?
Yes, it was a woman in a white car. Every police officer in the town is looking for her.
Can I go to the hospital to see Jamie?
Yes, I can take you there now.
I'll get my coat. OK, I'm ready.
Is that your car, madam? The white one over there?
Yes, it is.
Can I have a look at it? Did you know your front light is broken?
No, I didn't.
What exactly were you doing at 5:25 this evening, madam?
Two point 16.
Good evening, ma'am. How can I help you?
Good evening. I have a reservation. My name's Alison Gray. I'm here for the MTC conference.
Just a moment. Ah, here it is. Ms. Gray. For 6 nights?
That's right.
Okay, Ms. Gray. Here's your key. You're in room 419 on the 4th floor.
Thank you. What time's breakfast?
From 7 to 9 in the Pavilion restaurant on the 6th floor.
Thanks. Where's the lift?
The elevators are over there.
Thanks.
Do you need any help with your bags?
Yes, please.
Two point 17.
Hello, reception.
Hello, this is room 419.
How can I help you?
I have a problem with the air conditioning. It isn't working, and it's very hot in my room.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll send someone up to look at it right now.
Thank you.
Room service, can I help you?
Hello, this is room 419. Can I have a tuna sandwich, please?
Whole wheat or white bread?
Whole wheat, please.
With or without mayo?
Without.
With French fries or salad?
Salad, please.
Anything to drink?
Yes, a Diet Coke.
With ice and lemon?
Just ice.
It'll be there in 5 minutes, ma'am.
Thank you.
2.18.
Hello, reception.
Hello, this is room 419.
How can I help you?
I have a problem with the air conditioning. It isn't working, and it's very hot in my room.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll send someone up to look at it right now.
Thank you.
Room service, can I help you?
Hello, this is room 419. Can I have a tuna sandwich, please?
Whole wheat or white bread?
Whole wheat, please.
With or without mayo?
Without.
With French fries or salad?
Salad, please.
Anything to drink?
Yes, a Diet Coke.
With ice and lemon?
Just ice.
It'll be there in 5 minutes, ma'am.
Thank you.
$2.19.
Here you go, Allie. A cappuccino. See? I remembered.
Well done. Thanks.
Did you sleep well?
Yes, very well. How are things?
They're fine.
What are the plans for the week?
Well, today we don't have any free time, but tomorrow I'm going to take you to this great little restaurant I know.
That sounds good.
And then on Wednesday night there's a cocktail party here at the hotel, and then a conference dinner on Thursday. Is there anything special you want to do?
Well, I'd like to see the bay and the Golden Gate Bridge. And I'd like to go shopping if there's time.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Hi, Brad. I'm fine. Just fine.
Aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh, sure. Allie, this is Brad Martin. Brad works in the Los Angeles office. Brad, this is Allie Gray from the London office.
Hello.
Hi, Allie. Great to meet you. Mark told me you were very nice, but he didn't tell me you were so beautiful. So, is this your first time in San Francisco?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Has Mark shown you the sights?
Well, not yet.
Then maybe I can show you around. I love this city.
Allie, it's time to go. Excuse us, Brad.
Well, great to meet you, Allie. See you around.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Goodbye.
Bye.
$2.20.
Well done.
Did you sleep well?
How are things?
They're fine.
What are the plans for the week?
Allie, this is Brad Martin. It's time to go.
$2.21. 1.
Where did you go on holiday?
Well, we booked tickets to go to Spain, but then I got a new job and we couldn't go.
Oh, what a pity.
Well, we went to Scotland for a weekend. That was nice. And we're going to go to Portugal for a week at Christmas.
2.
Did you have good weather in Italy?
Well, it was good for December. It was cold but sunny.
Did it rain?
No, it didn't. It was dry.
3.
Where did you take this photo of Tom Cruise?
It was in New York. I was coming into the hotel and I saw him coming down the stairs. There were a lot of journalists waiting in reception. Everybody was shouting. So I went outside and I waited until he was getting into his car.
4.
What's your favourite photo?
This one, I think. I really like this photo because it's not the usual way you see a top model. She was waiting with the other girls for the fashion show to begin. The other girls were all talking, but she was just quietly reading a book.
It's a great photo.
5.
They made what we all thought was their last album in 2001, and they did a world tour the same year. Everybody said that that was the end, but suddenly they made another album, their last one, the next year.
$2.22.
Anna, tell Jane about what happened to you that time.
Well, I was driving home from work. It was a Friday evening, about 5:30. It was winter, and the weather was horrible. It was pouring with rain. I live in the country, and to get to my house, you have to go along a road where there are a lot of trees and very little traffic. Suddenly, I saw a car stopped in the middle of the road, and there was a man standing there waving his arms. He wanted me to stop.
So, did you stop?
I didn't know what to do. But in the end, I stopped and got out of my car and said, "What's the problem?" Then suddenly, another man ran from behind a tree and got into my car and drove away.
Oh, no.
And then the first man got back into his car and drove away too. So I was just left standing there in the rain with no car.
What did you do?
Luckily, I had my mobile and I rang my friend Pete and he came and found me.